Hey guys, GHZD here, back with another episode of Realm Busters. You guys went crazy in the comment section of the last video, and there was one myth that stood out more than the rest. I'm pretty sure you already know what it is, but it is the overdamage myth. So today, hopefully, we'll be disproving or proving the myth as being true or not true. So, let's get into it. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, some people believe that if you damage a boss to the point where you are so obviously over the threshold for soulbound damage, when you're in a group with another person, they actually have an increased likelihood of getting loot if they do less amount of damage in the same amount of time. So if you are killing Lemon, for example, on your warrior, you are shredding the enemy, and then some dude with a tier 0 staff comes up, starts damaging the boss, you both get over the threshold, but you did most of the damage. Apparently, this myth suggests that you would actually get a reduced likelihood of getting the loot, whereas the wizard that was using the tier 0 staff gets all of it. To understand this, the way the loot system claims to work in this game is random number generation. However, to be subjected to the loot RNG, you must cross something called a threshold. Each enemy that drops loot has this soulbound threshold, and it is what determines or enters you into the raffle, for lack of a better word, at obtaining that sought after soulbound loot. Everyone who crosses this threshold has an equal chance of obtaining the same loot. If we apply this to the overdamage myth, you can clearly see that the warrior did the most amount of damage to the boss in the same time frame as all the other players. The myth then would suggest that this guy right here would actually have a reduced likelihood of getting the loot when compared to the other members, even though they all crossed the same threshold. Seems a bit silly, huh? Well, today guys, I'm gonna hopefully shed some light onto the topic. How I'm going to do this, you probably might be asking. Well, I'm glad you did, because I have conducted an experiment. Essentially what I did here was run 100 duo sprite worlds, and with the help of Pear here, we collected loot data for both of us over the duration of our dungeon runs. But there was a catch. We deliberately equipped our characters with extremely contrasting gear. Pear was using an unmaxed wizard without a spell and a tier 8 horror staff, whereas I, however, was using a fully maxed warrior with an acclaim. By calculating our own respective DPS, you can see that Pear's wizard comes nowhere close to the ability of my warrior's damage output. In other words, I'm going to be dealing the majority of the damage to the boss. Now let's go and get the results. This is the last sprite world. Holy shit. This is gonna be cancerous to edit. Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh well,
just do it to a song and make every time you get a drop.
Hey.
It's like fucking on
Did
the
you
beat.
Dex. Dex.
Hey, we both got Dex for the last one. Shit, yes.
Oh my god, we're...
So yeah, that took us quite a few hours. Cheers Pear for sticking with it for so long. I know it was so tedious a couple of times, but now we have an absolute metric ton of Dex, so we don't need to do them for quite a while now. So overall, I do have the tallied results. It's quite clear that both of us got a pretty even Dex distribution, with myself getting 74 and Pear getting 60 out of the runs that we did. It's important to note that we did get 34 instances where we both got Dex, which was pretty interesting. So based on these results, it is quite clear that overdamage does not exist, as theoretically I should have actually got a lot less compared to Pear if it did. So in saying that, I think we can assume that this myth is busted. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Don't forget to leave any suggestions of what you want me to bust next, and I'll add you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.